Let's remember where we left the story in the previous chapter. Patxi and Amaia had a precious encounter with the goddess Mari. Amaia and Patxi had been absolutely surprised by the words of the mythological goddess. They were in charge of conveying the advice and wisdom of Mari's words. But there was something more. She also revealed to them the existence of a great secret that they had to discover. For that secret to be revealed to them, they had to go in search of their evolution as a species, Maria. She would tell them the secret upon which their very existence might depend. It is Christmas in Euskal Herria. Snow covers streets and rooftops. The scene is like a fairy tale. Joy and excitement are reflected in all the villagers. They sing carols, share gifts, and a feeling of happiness is palpable in every corner of the village. Amaia and Patxi stroll jovially through the streets of their village. Greeting every neighbor they meet, they all return the greeting. Amaia breaks the silence, her voice full of sincere emotion.
A detail of traditional Basque Christmas lights and decorations hung on the farmhouses, or caseríos. Patxi and Amaia do not feel the cold reflected by the thermometers. They have endless fun, playing with the snow, laughing happily. Bat tries to catch a snowflake with his robotic mouth and falls in the snow, slipping on his metallic hose. Evening is falling in Euskal Herria. Chimneys begin to smoke. Patxi and Amaia, along with their friends, play at throwing snowballs at each other. One ball escapes and hits Bat, who smiles at the children's aim. It starts snowing heavily. It's time to return to the warmth of home. Once inside, the children and the dog sit next to their aitite in front of the fireplace. A new day is fading away. Dawn breaks in Euskal Herria. The rooster crows, welcoming the new day that emerges between the hills. Patxi and Amaia stretch in their bed, their faces still sleepy. Bat jumps onto the bed, ready to help them wake up. He grabs the blankets off the bed with his mouth and pulls them hard, uncovering the siblings. Today is a very special day. It is December 24th, Christmas Eve. It is still snowing lightly outside. Today is the long-awaited day for all children to receive the desired visit of Olentzero with his gifts. Of course, Amaia and Patxi are no strangers to this excitement. It seems that even the weather accompanies such a special day. After getting dressed and washing up, they go down to have breakfast with Amama and Aitite. Amama is finishing making a delicious hot chocolate with churros. Aitite pets Bat and gives him a piece of the chorizo he is preparing. "Oh, you glutton!" exclaims Aitite, watching Bat lick his lips. When they finish helping Amaia with her chores, the children go in search of Aitite, whom they haven't seen for quite some time. What could he be doing, they wonder. They hear hammering sounds coming from the stable and surmise that Aitite must be there, though they don't yet know what he's doing. The stable is where the grandparents store wood to get through the cold winter. A curious spider slides down its web, observing the scene. Before the wood can be used, it needs to be chopped before being put into the fireplace. There are also tools and farming implements. Even their bicycles are stored there. And there is Aitite, axe in hand, chopping wood. Amaia and Patxi will help Aitite by stacking the pieces that have already been chopped. They look with pride at the perfectly stacked pile of wood, satisfied with the work done. Later in the afternoon, Amaia, Patxi, and Bat, together with their friends, go to the frozen river to have fun skating. The happiness is complete as they skate over the now frozen waters. Afterward, to warm up a bit, Patxi, Amaia, and Bat go to the village square to the roasted chestnut seller's stand. Just the smell of the roasted chestnuts, which permeates the entire atmosphere of the square, already whets their appetites. The smell of Christmas. They buy a cone of chestnuts while chatting for a while with the elderly chestnut seller. "Hello, kids! I was already missing you around here," the chestnut seller tells them. The chestnuts jump and crackle over the fire. Yes, says Amaia, we were both looking forward to coming to try your delicious chestnuts. With the cone of chestnuts in hand, Patxi and Amaia return home.
Late at night, and after dinner with the family, they receive a surprise visit from Olentzero. Patxi and Amaia are speechless at the presence of the old charcoal burner. He greets their eyesight, and they share a hug. Olentzero is carrying a sack full of gifts to deliver to all the children in the village. Olentzero tells them, I think there is something you want me to tell you, and I am going to help you. But first, you will also have to help me with the gifts. I have a lot of work. Patxi and Amaia nod their heads, unable to utter a word out of pure excitement. A night full of emotions awaits them. But barks happily. He is very excited about going around distributing gifts alongside Olentzero. They leave the farmhouse, caserío, together, ready to carry out such a heavy but satisfying task. Who would have thought? Having the luck to accompany Olentzero himself. Olentzero meticulously takes out the gifts from his sack, knowing at all times which child should receive each one. The smallest gifts, the easiest ones to handle, are the ones he hands to both Amaia and Patxi. Meanwhile, Bot, the robot dog and the children's pet, is in charge of guarding the sack, ensuring no one is tempted to take a gift that isn't theirs. At every house they enter, they find a treat left for the old charcoal burner, usually a glass of milk with cookies, or some polvoron, shortbread, or turrón, nugget, always next to immaculate shoes. After a good while delivering gifts, Olentzero thankfully accepts a good glass of milk for the first time. In some houses, they find a parent still awake when they arrive. However, the children sleep soundly, unable to imagine the guest visiting their living room. The visit ends, and they continue tirelessly traveling the streets, with the clear goal that tonight not a single child goes without a gift. The streets of Euskal Herria look especially beautiful tonight, and we all know why. Amaia, Patxi, and Bot spend a good amount of time accompanying Olentzero on his gift delivery. When they finally finish the task, Olentzero tells Amaia and Patxi again, "You have been very good, kids, and you have helped me a lot. Now, as I promised you, I will give you a clue that will help you find Maria and have her tell you the great secret. You must go in search of Basahun. He will offer you the next clue." Amaia and Patxi show faces mixed with surprise, excitement, and fear. It is very late now. Patxi and Amaia are back, already at the door of the farmhouse, caserío. Inside, in the gloom of the living room, Aitite, Grandpa, awaits them, sitting and glancing through the day's newspaper, and Amama, Grandma, is next to him knitting, unable to sleep until they arrive. "Gabon, kids! How did the delivery go?" Amama asks them. Amaia, with a huge grin, answers her Amama. "We are exhausted, Amama, but it was fantastic." In the distance, Olentzero walks away down the streets of Euskal Herria. Agur, Olentzero. Until next year.